Enjoying the outdoors today, and we're going to be looking at the Stanley Coffee Press Thermos Combo. What makes this different from a lot of other thermoses out there is that this is kind of a French press as well. It has the ability for you to put your coffee grounds in the bottom, pour your boiling water, depress it, and then have a mouth as well, just like your normal thermoses would be from Stanley, and take a nice sip. So this really has a lot to offer. I'm looking forward to walking you through not only what this has to offer, but also putting it head to head against the GSI that we reviewed several months ago that has a kind of similar idea to it. We're going to discuss pros and cons throughout this video, so you're going to see a head to head as well, and hopefully help you out if you're into coffee and you're looking for something to make French press coffee out in the woods or on your day-to-day, commuting back and forth from work. So let's go ahead, break this down, run it against the GSI, and see what they have to offer.
All right, we got our plunge. It's been about 4 minutes. Press that little baby. Just gonna throw that guy on and we're good to go.
This is really good. It's like freaking probably the best camp coffee I've ever done. It was actually really good. All right, let's break this thing apart. The lid itself, we'll get more into details here and even discuss warranty in just a moment. 2-stage lid, amazing, massive gaskets. You're gonna get zero leakage on this lid, which is fantastic. Then we move on to the coffee press or plunge itself. Works great, that mesh, it works in unison, and you can remove that whole thing if you need to clean it or replace parts, which is a great aspect. Then we have that double vacuum walled stainless steel body, 16 ounces of the actual bottle itself. So I just want to show you how this little piece comes apart there. As you can see, just got done using it, haven't cleaned it yet. Easy to replace parts or clean parts, whatever you need to do there with that setup. Then I had the awesome opportunity to have to use Stanley's warranty. Now they have a lifetime warranty on all their products, and totally my mistake, and I told them that. I had this up on the roof of my car, I dropped it and knocked it off the car, and it landed, so that's like, what, 5 feet, 6 feet. The body was totally fine, but the hinge broke on this original piece here. That is my only critique with the overall design itself, is just that some of these parts are somewhat, they flex, but I mean, if you really drop this thing, you could easily damage and break some of the plastic pieces. I would have liked to see this lid portion right here maybe attached to this portion in a different way instead of plastic hinges, maybe metal hinges or nylon strap or something. It will give it a little more longevity. But anyway, it knocked off the car, cracked, broke. This lid had disconnected from this, and there was some cracking here. So I contacted Stanley. I said, hey guys, my fault. I dropped this thing off a pretty high portion. What can you guys do for me? And within like a day, they emailed me back, said, send us some photos. I showed them the photos, and they said, no problem. Give us a day. Within another day, they responded to me and said, we don't have that lid portion in stock, so we're just going to send you a brand new one. So they sent me a brand new total setup, free of charge, and I had it within about 6 days of having broken and originally dropped this thing. So they were super proactive. Their warranty is amazing. So if you do damage this or any of the other products, they're going to do a great job having your back in that respect. So I'm totally thankful for that. Now bringing in the competition, we're going to get into the nitty gritty here. We reviewed this about 6 months ago, the GSI commuter Java press. Both of these are going to run you about $22. Both of these you can find at a lot of sporting goods stores, Walmart, depending on where and who, and different things like that, as well as Amazon. We will have links in the description below over to Amazon. That's a great way to help support the channel. If you guys use these hyperlinks after this video and you see one of these two items, that stand out to you, all the links that we offer below, we get a small kickback, helps me get out there, purchase gear just like this. I bought both of these so I can give these head to head for you, and you can make a wise choice when you are a coffee lover and you're looking for that, French press combo thermos setup. So $22 each, so they're perfectly priced, both again 16 ounces. So with that, this is what I found. The first thing was that I wanted to do a temperature test. So I boiled 2 cups of water from the exact same setup, poured them in to each one, let them stand for an hour, and there was a stunning difference between the two. The vacuum sealed, double walled Stanley massively outperformed in heat retention the GSI. by about, if I remember, and I'm annotating it in right now, 30 to 35 degrees over an hour heat retention over the GSI. So that is massive. So if you are going to plan on drinking out of this for an extended period of time, or you want things to stay warm for longer, the Stanley is absolutely the way to go. Now, one of the trade-offs to that is weight. The Stanley is significantly heavier than the GSI. The Stanley is going to come in at 18 ounces and the GSI is going to come in at 10 ounces. So almost double the weight. So that's really where, for me, I see the GSI coming in as a value point, is if you do a lot of outdoor stuff and you are hiking and camping and doing that type of thing where weight matters to you, that's where I really believe the GSI would probably be the better option, as long as you drink coffee pretty quickly. You drink it in the first, let's say, 30 minutes of you having brewed it, whereas the Stanley is going to hold in the heat much better for way longer period of time, but you're going to pay for it in the weight. And then finally, leakage. And I talked about this when we did the original GSI versus, or just the GSI video, was that this is not completely watertight or leak proof. This Stanley absolutely is. With those gaskets that you saw earlier, I mean, this thing is not going to ever leak on you, which is a massive plus, which I really like a lot, that there's no concern for that. This guy has just the rubber gasket of the plunge itself working as its seal on the outside lip, and then there are venting holes here. So if I turn this thing completely upside down, you can see there, it's not going to like pour out, but I'm going to get leakage. If this was to tip upside down, or just anything like that, you are going to continually get drippage and leakage. So this isn't 100% watertight. So that was the other aspect that you just need to take into consideration when you're looking at these two items and you love your French press style coffee. So folks, in conclusion, I cannot get enough of this Stanley coffee press. This thing is mind-blowing, and aside from it being a little heavy and just some flimsiness of the joint that you just need to be conscientious of, this thing is epic, and I totally love it. I've recommended it to several people. I'm going to be gifting it to a few people. We're going to be doing a giveaway on some of our social media coming up in the next few weeks with one of these. I love this thing because of everything that it can do for that 16 ounces of coffee. And really, again, where I see the GSI fitting in, and I'm not dissing this thing, but really for the backcountry, and you are trekking in ounces matter, that's where I see value in this, and you can down your coffee in within about 30 minutes. That's where this still fits into my system. It's not like I'm gonna go toss this or sell it and just do Stanleys. Those things are definitely for like around town, as well as car camping. If you're a hunter, you don't have to trek in super far or anything like that, maybe around your camp, whatever. That's where I really see that fitting in. This one, backcountry. So thank you guys so much for coming over here today, checking out the channel. Again, if either of these connected with you, check out those links below. Helps me get out here and continue to make these videos for you. And finally, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.